Just so I have an idea, are we doing a forward, are we doing a reverse left or right?
Oh, can't remember.
We're closest to the left, so would it be easy to do one on the left?
It'd be easier to do when you're from the left.
Okay. So we're doing a reverse left bay part now.
Yep. Do I indicate right, or do I just
No,
go in right?
just go, but make sure it's safe before you go. Don't go fully in the bay and stop. Don't enter the bay, that's it. Don't let the car enter the forward bay.
I think I'm in.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I think I'm in.
No, that would pass. But because he's on the line, that would be a minor on his pass. But stay tuned for a little bit more information yet. Okay, so if that was your driving test, this particular maneuver, you would have failed. You'd have failed your test. Do you understand why?
Observations?
In what way?
I don't know. I'm just thinking that's the one thing I wasn't 100% on.
What do you think is?
Because he was going in other way, and then from that way he come into this.
So we weren't in our bay to start off with. We were going into that bay. You should have actually just finished in that bay. I know you would have been closer to the car, but because you're going slower, we could have risk assessed it together. So she's correct. Anything else? His focus was all in one place.
Yeah, he didn't check in his mirrors. He was only looking in here.
Yeah.
And camera.
So you were looking at the rear view camera, which is fine. You can use that. But what you weren't doing was using your door mirrors and your all-round observations as well.
Too high up.
Now, if I say to you, when I do a reverse left bay park, I concentrate in the mirror on the passenger side, but I look around. I don't even use the camera.
Yeah.
When I'm doing a reverse right bay park, I concentrate on the right door mirror, but I look around as well. I focus everywhere. That's a little bit where you're a little weak. Can I have you do another one? Another reverse left bay park. So I want you to go to the right and reverse into any bay over here. When you reverse into the bay, I want you to try and avoid using the rear view camera until at the very end, where you want to just make sure you know where you are. But I want you to focus on the door mirrors. Yep. When you're ready, move off. Let's go to the right and reverse into a bay that's ahead of us. When you're ready, move off.
Reverse into a bay on
the left.
On the left.
Exactly the same as what we did on the opposite side. But this time we're not going to use a reverse camera until the very end, literally when we park. Make sure you don't go into these bays, otherwise you'll end up committing to it. That's fine. Now go into the bay that's easiest one for you to go into.
Well, I'm aiming for the one that's one away from the trolley spot.
Okay.
Hope I'm in there.
You finished?
Yeah.
Lovely. What do you think about the maneuver?
No, because he made the same mistake.
Interesting. So do you understand the mistake you've made this time, Michael? Let's say, for
Yeah.
example,
I ended up partially in that bay, I think.
okay, so on your driving test, are you allowed to go into a different bay than the one that you planned? Let's say you planned bay number 19. Are you allowed to go into bay number 21?
I'd guess so.
There we are. You were aiming for this bay,
Yeah.
but your car was easier to go into the bay next to it. So do you know the bay that you entered first? The car was easier to park in that bay first. So you should have just parked it there, it would have been easy. So let's say, for example, if your driving examiner said to you, I'd like you to imagine a car on either side of you, then you would have failed. But because there's no car here, it wasn't a problem. What I'd like you to do now is, I'd like you to do one more reverse left. And this time, look at the markings in the camera and see which bay is the easiest to go into. Literally, the easiest bay to go into is the bay that you want. Don't make it hard for yourself. Make it easier. Everything you were doing was correct. Your observations were good. Speed was fantastic. So let's go to the right and reverse into a bay up there again. This time when you reverse, what I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you go into the easiest bay you can go into. So follow the blue lines.
Yeah.
When you're ready, move off, please. So we'll go to the right, then we'll reverse into any bay up this hill. Doesn't matter what bay you're going to, as long as you do it like we were doing earlier on, with a decent speed, decent observations, and good accuracy.
Reverse into one on the left.
Yes, on the left, please. Yeah.
Go for that one actually. That was easy.
So now, look in the camera for a second. Which bay is easiest for you to go into?
That one next to the parked car.
That one or that one? Touch it with your hand so I know which one we're looking at.
That one.
Yes. That's the one that you want then. That's the easiest. Are you finished?